Cut the crap, the crap, the crap.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid.
Beaver Kool-Aid.
John Lisle, Lisle Lloyd, and Drew Bennett.
Beaver Kool-Aid.
Three dudes talking about whatever the hell they want. It's narcissistic.
Check it out.
Remember, there's nothing wrong with being self-absorbed. It's Beaver Kool-Aid with Lisle, Lisle Lloyd, and Drew.
I just had to sit down with Robin Roberts to go ahead and enlighten her and the country on my position on gay marriage.
Oh, right. Well, good.
So that's the, as market manager of Beaver Kool-Aid.
Yeah, well, you're looking very dapper today, and thanks for representing so well. We all have collared shirts on today. That's a big change there, man. I don't know. It's no T-shirts and
I saw this shirt had like a bad ring around the collar, and I thought, well, I'll throw this one on for Beaver Kool-Aid before I take it over to Comet.
I think the entire time I work with you at KISS, I don't ever recall you wearing a tie. So this is history today.
Are you kidding me?
May 10th.
This stuff is anathema to what I stand for.
Yeah.
Only weddings and funerals.
Yeah, well.
Weddings and funerals, and that's it.
I'd like to announce that Drew and I are getting married today. We're enjoying our gay marriage freedom, and John will be performing the festivities.
No, well, if that's the case, then I'm going to have to leave the show. Because I can't abide by that kind of thing. I mean, that's just totally against what I stand for.
Well, you are from North Carolina as well, so it's pretty.
Yeah, but the thing is that I was in North Carolina. I've been in Texas longer than I was in North Carolina. So what am I?
You're a Texan now.
Yeah.
What about you?
And all the years in Texas were adult years.
Lloyd, how long have you lived in Texas versus North?
Let's see. I moved here in 95, so that's what, 18 years? More?
17.
17 years, yeah. So, no, I haven't been here longer than I was in North Carolina. I was in North Carolina for about 25 years, so still got a ways to go before I'm a Texan, I guess. So I guess I'm still...
So nobody wants to be from North Carolina this week.
No. Letterman was even bashing them last night. I was like, man, when you get bashed by Letterman, then...
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
The DNC will still be held in Charlotte. That's what they said. Don't worry about the convention. We're still going to have the convention in Charlotte.
That is hilarious. I didn't see that, but God bless North Carolina.
I don't understand. It's the civil union. What do they vote against? I don't get it.
Supporters of the amendment argued that without an amendment banning same-sex unions, situations in which married same-sex couples move from states like New York would seek legal rights, and they argued that the state was not equipped to handle that.
Have they spoken to anybody who defends the vote with any sort of logic and without any sort of homophobia?
I haven't seen it.
With logic? I don't think you find that.
Well, have they?
Diane Bridgman, who was part of 3,500 Christian conservatives now it's from last year. It's not a right that they have. God designed marriage between one man and one woman, and that's it. That's what God did. God sat down at his drafting table.
Yeah.
And he said, marriage. Huh. It's so funny when people do all this crap and they go, and you think, yeah, it's part of the marriage is part of that divine design again. And I say, no, and maybe, but not monogamous marriage. That could be part of no one's grand design. I think a guy, just like you look at other mammals, how come we got to lose out in this to other mammals? When a buck's in a rut or whatever, and and how come other mammals?
Bucks in the rut. Isn't that the new hip hop hit?
They're playing at ACL Live this year.
Yeah, right. I mean, how come all other mammals, the males get to tag whatever they want to? And
hey, you know what? Penguins are gay. Penguins can be gay. They're known to have monogamous same-sex relationships.
Well, we already knew they were gay. Look how they dress.
Totally.
They kind of look like you today.
That's a tip-off. But I'm thinking, it's not fair as supposedly the superior mammal that we as the male don't get to enjoy the rights and benefits that the other mammals get. Not that I want to have my head mounted on somebody's wall. However,
Well, do you want to have your penis mounted up somebody's ass?
You know, I want to be able to mount like the other mammals. The other mammals get to do it, damn it. It's just not right. It's not right. But everybody wants to sit there and try to restrict our actions as mammals. And I mean, are there homosexual mammals besides penguins? Probably.
Dogs.
Dolphins.
Well, they say that for dogs that's not homosexuality, Lord.
They just fuck anything
playing.
that moves.
They're showing. No, it's a power move.
Oh, well.
For dogs, they're playing, and then it's kind of like showing that I'm the superior animal because I can mount you.
I got you.
Now,
because I used to call my I had a couple of dogs that do that all the time. I called them Siegfried and Roy.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, I just the whole thing is, once again, we have real issues going on in this country. And yet everybody wants to get wrapped up in stuff like, gay marriage, birth control, these stupid, what they deem to be morality issues where, frankly, that's my business, and I don't want, it's amazing to me, the people that are so fearful of the Obama administration telling us what we're going to do and take away our rights are also trying to take away my personal freedom. Because they're trying to have the state tell me what I can and cannot do, or what organizations can and cannot exist. It's just it's asinine and silly and hypocritical, and I wish they would all go away.
You know what I have a problem with, man, is all the straights. Because if it weren't for all the straights having all these gay babies, we wouldn't have this kind of problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all the straights. We got to get rid of all the straights. They can't get married and have gay babies anymore.
How
Well,
about that? Yeah. Where do the gay babies come from, huh? The straights?
Mm-hmm.
You're exactly right.
It's all the straights. That's the problem.
Their fault.
We really need to start controlling all the straights, because it's not like all the gays are having gay babies.
Right. Uh-huh. Well, they're getting straight babies and adopting them, and then they, of course, turn them into gays.
Oh, of course. That's what happens. See, they switch them.
Right. And then they get their gay kids out there recruiting other straight kids, trying to turn them gay.
I'm telling you, it's the straights. We have a problem with them. They're
Right.
They're a virus on the surface of our great country.
Right.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid.
Beaver Kool-Aid.
North Carolina's getting bashed, all day yesterday, and then the president steps out and says he's for gay marriage now. So is this just good timing, political gamble, or a way to divert people's thinking about how bad the economy is, or all of the above?
If you're gonna polarize the election, that's the perfect way to do it, man. If you're gonna make Mitt Romney look like he's 100 years old, that is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And that's why he did it.
The country is pretty much evenly divided on gay marriage, but when you start hitting a younger demographic, they are overwhelmingly in favor of gay marriage.
Yeah.
And so a guy like Mitt Romney, being a Mormon, I mean, he kind of trapped. There's not much he can do on this. He's got to say, no, it's one man, one woman.
My magic underwear says that it's a man and a woman.
Yeah.
The gold plates that we read in the hat that said that it was a man and a woman.
It's a man's
The gold
world.
plates we found in the hat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it told us it's a man and a woman. You got it. And the thing about, I don't know if it's political or not. Of course, a lot of people are framing it that way, that it was a political move. And, it just so happens that the president's about to go up to Washington State and they're about to vote on, I think, a gay marriage bill there. Or legalizing. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is that they're doing there. But, some people see that as that kind of timing. Others said that Biden forced his hand, but they knew about this because Biden taped his deal from Sunday morning on Friday, so they were aware that this was going to go on.
Yeah.
Supposedly, this is something that he wanted to announce closer to the convention. I have absolutely no idea, one way or the other. But you know what? And my feeling is, and Barney Frank said the same thing. Chances are the people that decide not to vote for Obama because of this, they weren't going to vote for him in the first place.
No, not at all.
So I don't think you're losing a lot of people. And if you look at independents, there's a great amount of independents that also are in favor of gay marriage. So I'm just, this whole thing is just so, and I, that's the whole thing. It all depends on whether or not you value states' rights over, any kind of federal action. Just because Obama says he supports gay marriage, whoop-de-doo. What does that mean? He can't do anything about it. He can't say, oh, okay, and wave the scepter and say, all right, or and there that it's the law of the land. So what?
Even Dick Cheney's for gay marriage. I mean, come on. I mean, what's the big deal anymore? I mean, who cares?
He has to be. He has to be. His daughter's gay.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid.
Beaver Kool-Aid.
Well, South Carolina wanted to get in the game. They just felt left out of the Carolina attention. And so they came out against testicles.
Yeah, I saw that.
They've started a war. The straights have started a war against testicles in South Carolina.
Now you're talking about testicles on display.
You can't hang your nuts on the back of your truck.
Right. That's the difference in North Carolina and Texas. The ones they hang here are real. There's a bull nuts hanging back there. I mean,
this isn't anything I picked up at Buc-ee's. All right, this is real nuts.
You cut those off a guy after a bar fight and hung them on your truck like a true Texan.
That's exactly right,
it, man. That's trophy. I got his ears hanging off my rearview mirror.
So I guess the story is Spartanburg. This is the second case. Guy gets pulled over. He's got pretty anatomically correct nuts hanging from the back of his truck. Cop pulls him over, said it's obscene, and then come to find out the guy didn't have any driver's license and took him to jail. So I guess the lesson to be learned is if you got nuts hanging from the back of your truck, make sure that your license are valid, because that's a good way to get pulled over. You forget about having a taillight out. You got balls hanging from your truck. Make sure your license are up to date.
What a strange thing, anyhow, to have nuts hanging off the back of your truck. I have a latex labia on my trailer hitch.
Yeah, I was gonna wait.
That's what I got right there. And there's this, and the thing is, the clitoris, which is like a hitchhiker's thumb sticking out on top of the trailer hitch. I got a little Texas flag on it.
Nice.
I cover the back of my truck with a uterus every night before I go to bed.
That's nice.
Keeps
uterus
out.
Car cover.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I kind of have a problem with a clitoris on a truck. I mean, that's more suited for like a beetle.
A hood ornament.
Yeah,
You're right. I mean, maybe a hood ornament instead of you could have that there.
But it would make a nice trailer hitch, though. I mean, you kind of get that hitch. It just goes boom right up in there, man. It might maybe that you're onto something.
Ow!
Yeah.
God, did that hurt?
Yeah. So you're.
Easy with the trailer, okay? It's sensitive. But that would be good. I could see that as, the clitoral hood ornament.
Yeah.
Kind of a vulva on your Volvo. And you have that up front.
Vulva. Wow.
The thing is I'd always be polishing the hood. What are you doing, man?
That thing is squeaky clean.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid.
Beaver Kool-Aid.
I need to have something with a shell about this long. That's what I need right there. Because I have a right to have that, right? I mean, the whole thing to me is just idiocy because, everybody knows that the problem with really a lot of these things is the breakdown of traditional marriage. You have a lot of unwanted children. Teen pregnancy is huge here in San Antonio. I even was on Catholic TV years ago preaching about, teen pregnancy because it is. I mean, it's the thing that threatens everyone, drives up all the social services costs. And the chances are, the kid, and every time I'd bring this up on a radio show, I had all these young girls calling to defend their action. I love my baby. I love my baby. It's been tough, but I love my baby.
Right.
Well, usually when you're 15, at some point you come around to the point of, I think I want to kind of hang out with my friends and go to the mall.
Yeah.
Instead of dealing with a child.
Yeah.
Or multiple children.
Instead of build a bear, they got build a baby.
Really hurts us more than anything else. But everybody wants to talk about this gay issue.
The funny thing that I find about all these right-wingers who are so against it, I guarantee you, if you put them all in a room they would probably all average 3 divorces between them. So, I mean, if they're so for it, obviously there's issues right there because most of them have probably been divorced 2 or 3 times.
Don't you know? It's because it's icky, Lloyd. It's not right.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid.
Beaver Kool-Aid.
Well, I guess Hollywood is stepping up to favor Obama, trying to raise some money. There's this dinner I heard about George Clooney's putting on, $40,000 a plate. And
I bought a ticket yesterday.
Did you?
A
Now,
couple of them, yeah.
I bought a table.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
bought
as market manager of Beaver Kool-Aid, I bought a table for our clients.
thank you. I appreciate it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You're going to bring the sales staff, but none of the on-air guys can.
None of the jocks.
No.
We'll be
Well,
parking
because I know they'd
cars.
embarrass us. They'd probably be out having sex in the station van in the parking lot. I can't have that kind of behavior there. If there's money being spent, only us executives and sales executives get to go.
Well, there was a
$40,000
contest.
for 150 people, and then they also had a chance for you if you just donated anything.
Yeah.
To have a chance to win a couple of tickets to be at George Clooney's L.A. Casa. So they expect to raise, I don't know.
Wait a second.
What?
I bought these tickets, and the entire time I thought it was at his Italian villa.
No, it's L.A.
It's LA,
Fuck
man.
that. I'm not going to Los Angeles.
Beverly
You
Hills.
mean his place over at Lake Homo? Yeah. Right.
Well, John, you're a fairly frugal guy, and I mean, there's obviously money to be raised to get Obama back into the White House next term. Would you, if you had unexpendable income, would you drop 40 grand on a plate for a political cause?
No.
Yeah, that's a lot of dough, man. I don't care how much money you got. $40,000 is a lot.
Yeah,
But
if it was a chance to go jogging with Rick Perry, I'd drop $40K on that. Especially if I got to if Anita was there and I got to
Yeah.
trail her tail, then that would be all right.
I would pay $40,000 to be able to hit Rick Perry in the face with a cream pie.
Yeah,
Really?
I would. Yeah,
I thought you would
man.
say
that would
to
be
hit it with
sweet.
your fist.
Well,
I guess
I mean,
that wouldn't be.
could've-
We'll have the Secret
could've made
Service
it
calling our ass if we say that.
yeah, right.
That'd be my luck that I'd pay 40 grand to hit Rick Perry and then I'd miss.
Yeah.
And they'd say, "Well, there's your 40 grand, pal." Crap.
Sorry about
And then,
your luck.
and then someone would entice me again, and I'd throw down another 40K to have a chance to hit him. Keep paying my money. Go on, Daddy, be a man. But $40,000 pretty steep for George Clooney. My wife already came in and asked me. She said, "For Mother's Day, do you mind?"
Oh, there you go. That was
So I
kind
could have
of
a
you.
threesome with Barack Obama and George Clooney. I said, it's not just the 3 of you, man. There's going to be 150 other people there.
Barbara Streisand, she's a looker.
But the Secret Service will be okay with it. They probably have video cameras.
They would only
Save
donate
that
$30
for
bucks.
They'll tape that. I'm sure a couple of those guys have some ball gags. In there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like going back to because you were talking about fundraising. There's one other thing I saw this morning was, I think it was because of Barack Obama coming out in favor of gay marriage, that Mike Huckabee it says, look, we got to do something about this. So I'm urging everyone to donate at least $10 to my political action committee so that we can raise money to defeat those who believe in gay marriage. So I like that.
Jumping on the bandwagon.
Everything becomes a fundraising opportunity, right? So help me help you.
I think Barack Obama launched a war against the straights yesterday, and I think he's a great man for doing it. Yeah.
I listened back to that thing about against the straights, man.
It is. This is a war against the straights. That's who we need to. That's what we need to talk about.
Oh, my
They're
God.
the ones birthing these gay babies. Anyway, I think they're trying to build a laser on top of Mount Rushmore that seeks out the gays and just zaps them.
A
I think
gazer.
that's A gazer.
It's a gazer beam.
I think they're trying to put a gazer beam on the top of Rushmore. I think that's Huckabee's.
Oh, faithful. Oh, faithful is a gazer.
It's Beaver Kool-Aid.
Beaver Kool-Aid.
So I grabbed this Newsweek, and I've never met you, but I said, wait a minute, is that Drew as a baby?
Yeah, there he is.
Right, forget about the fries.
That's
all
pretty
right.
close.
But is that Drew? Does that look like it could be Drew as a baby?
That's pretty close, man.
That's just judging off of what I see on Skype.
Wow.
So you might have a lawsuit here, man.
Draw some glasses on him.
Someone may have gone and stolen your body. Like I sued PX90 because they kept using my body on the TV commercials.
Maybe somebody took Ben out of his crib in the middle of the night and made him pose with French fries. Some sort of
Screaming Ben Bennett.
There he is.
some sort of sick child porn.
Right. All right. See, this was a newborn. So there it was. It just, they came out, and this was, it was French fried afterbirth.
Yeah.
And there it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could deep fry placenta, man, but there you go.
You can.
There's people that eat the placenta. They cook the placenta. I had somebody on my radio show to talk about that. But, with America getting fatter and fatter, there are probably people that have babies just so they get something to eat after the baby's born. Because they probably just chow, like they can't wait for the delivery so they can chow down.
I got to tell
we had a
you,
delicious placenta paella after my son was born.
And how was that?
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
very nice. That's a great photo,
That's
by the way.
paella,
That is a great
paella.
picture, man.
Nice.
It was a little salty, but it was. I got it down.
Yeah. All right. Well, good for you, man.
Yeah.
That's
So obviously the story is America is obese, too fat. They start at birth, and they've got the deep fried material right there in front of the baby's eyes and hands. So is it a war on obesity story? I haven't read the story there in Newsweek, but I take it.
the whole idea is that by 2030, I don't know, 42% of the population will be obese. I mean, it's just it's getting out of hand here, and even I know my wife was talking about this with our pediatrician the other day. He says, "You will not believe the amount of patients I have that are already have diabetes."
At what age?
I mean, it's phenomenal. He's a pediatrician.
Like 9, 8, 7? Are we talking that young?
Probably.
Wow.
Or around 10, or.
Man.
But I mean, it wasn't all that long ago that would have been unheard of.
Oh yeah.
But it's everywhere, and as the heftiest among those three, I've been holding my gut in the whole show, by the way, even though it's out of sight. Well, no, I haven't been really holding it in. My male Spanx have been holding it in. In fact, I really do. I have a shoulder to knee girdle on, which is kind of helping me maintain this incredible form here.
Manx, right?
Yeah, Minx. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't breathe like that. I wish I could breathe like that, but I'm compressed. Right. So, the thing is that I wish somebody would figure out, what the cause of all this crap is. Is it just, that the kids don't exercise anymore? Is it high fructose corn syrup? Is that the reason for this? Is it fast food?
All of the above.
Nah, really, it's just eating.
Is it beaver-shaped chicken nuggets?
It's being in the.
It's sugar, man. It's sugar.
What is the cause of I mean, I will say this.
It's fast.
When you look at the size of like a trash can size soda that you can get, and you get the soda and it's 99 cents.
Yeah.
And you have this huge freaking, I mean, you see the size of those sodas, I mean, that's the one difference that I see between here and Europe, where you go and you get a cola and it comes in a juice glass.
Yeah, right.
It's about $4.
Well, I wonder what the big gulps at 7-Eleven looked like way back when. I would like to take a big gulp from the 70s if somebody could find one of those cups, because I bet it's about that big compared to the ones that they have now.
Yeah, it's what the size of a small is. That's what a large used to be.
Yeah,
and you had nothing that was that huge. And also you didn't get free refills on soda at places. So that's got to be one culprit. But I'm sure there's so many different things that I'm starting to think about it here. Could it have been failed experimentation on the part of of the government and the military and development of the gazer beam, that somehow you had obesity particles that were floating in the atmosphere and attaching themselves to DNA strands and stuff.
Hang on a second. You're blowing my mind right now.
Okay. All right. Well, should I turn on the strobe light? Do I need to put on some old status quo and crank up the strobe light and get a little crazy on it?
Yeah.
I think you can blame obesity on the straights myself personally, but I don't know.
If it wasn't for the straights,
There wouldn't be an obesity problem. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many? Because how many obese gay guys do you see?
Not a lot. They're usually pretty slim and trim, but
I'm going to make this issue a top issue during the election.
Look at there.
No more free rides. No more free rides for all you straights.
Yeah. You're damn straight. I can't see your tie, man.
There's always when you're tripping, there's always one person that has to dick with you. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
absolutely.
everything's fine, but there has to be that one.
It makes the Beaver Kool-Aid taste so much better, man, when you do that. I like that.
Yeah.
Here's to you.
Yeah. I am the market manager at WOLD. Okay.
You are Big Brother.
Where was
man.
I? No, I used to call. I'd be on my way home from work, and let's say it's 11:30 or something, and I've barely eaten. I've been up since 4:00, barely eaten, and I see all these people that are already at all these restaurants. They just can't wait for lunch. And then if you ever do eat lunch, you see what people eat, and it's obvious by the way they're dressed that they're taking a lunch break from work. And I'm thinking, how the hell do you eat 3 pounds of food and then go back to work? I mean, that to me would just lay me out.
Yeah.
I'm not a big eater. I don't eat much, but I see these people and I'm thinking, good God, man, you don't eat, you graze. It's just absolutely unbelievable. It's like seeing people at a buffet and they pile their plate up and you're thinking, it's okay. It's a buffet. You can go back. It's okay. You can go back there and get your tater tots at the Chinese buffet or whatever the hell you're going to get. And it's okay. You don't have to stack up 18 Pop-Tarts. You get to go back, get a new plate, and, you can get the 18 Pop-Tart, like 6 at a time. But there's just something about this mentality of people feel like if the portion isn't big, they're getting ripped off. And that's what a lot of it is. I mean, if you look at portions on plates, they're probably 3 to 4 times greater than they were 30 years ago. Easily.
Yeah.
Because if people feel like they're not getting a deal, unless it's just gobs of food on their plate.
I don't know, man.
Otherwise, I don't know. I don't really know what the cause would be, but it just doesn't seem like people really care.
I think nuggets. I think chicken McNuggets are delicious. I like eating them, and I probably won't stop anytime soon.
Yeah, I know. And those are, they just go up to the rooster and they go, and that's it. Then you either put them on the back of your truck or you eat them.
Yeah.
I have to say, I think a lot of it is convenience because when I was employed, I would definitely eat fast food a lot more than I don't eat fast food right now at home because I don't have to get in the car and go out and get it. I got something to eat here. But when you've got 30 minutes to an hour to go get something to eat, 9 times out of 10, you're going to hop in the car, go through the drive-through, and you're back at the station eating at your desk. I mean, it's a convenience thing. So,
does that explain the epidemic of obesity throughout the country? I used to think, people were big because of the diet. And then, and then I was thinking, God, they're huge. And I'd been away from North Carolina before. Yes, that North Carolina. And I went to the beach in North Carolina, and it was the same look. It was just white people. Dimpled, big flesh, just nasty looking stuff.
Those straights. I think it's those fucking straights.
Yeah, and they were all obviously straight. I could see them. There's fat men with fat women and fat babies.
I can't stand
kids.
I can't stand people like that.
And you could tell they were heterosexual.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they were.
Oh yeah.
Same size as Texas, just a little bit lighter, huh? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, they were huge.
Dimples in the ass that look like they got beaten by a bag of nickels. Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, I mean, I went to Italy last year, and as soon as I flew back into Charlotte, North Carolina, I started looking around, and there they were, man. All the big people.
Yeah.
The only place I've lived where it doesn't seem like there were just tons of huge people was Seattle, Washington, which is somewhat athletic, but then the weather's not conducive to all these outdoor activities. It's amazing, but once again, you're on the coast. People eat more seafood.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
But
I don't know what
McDonald's
the deal is.
Has healthy items on their menus. It's just like nobody who eats at McDonald's is going to go and say, "Hey, you know what? I'll have the salad with the side of apples."
Right. And they even cut them up to look like French fries, and people aren't buying that bullshit. Come on.
Hey, look,
They don't want
D's
that.
and not get a sack of fries.
They don't want.
Kidding me?
Food, man. They don't want that.
See, my jowls are going. Yeah, that's right, boss. Yeah, that's right, boss. Gotta have my fries. You tell him. In fact, now I'm very suggestible. I'm gonna be doing this as soon as we wrap Beaver Kool-Aid today, right?
Yeah, buddy. Heading down for a Big Mac.
Big Mac for John.
Gotta get a fistful of fries.
Shit, yeah.
I'm gonna stick if it's gonna be that kind of party, I'm gonna stick my dick in the Big Mac.
Oh man. But sometimes when you eat the Big Mac, you feel like somebody already did that.
I think you can marry a hamburger. You just can't marry another guy. But you can't marry that Big Mac.
2 all beef patty, special sauce. Up. Lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Special sauce.
Right.
That's the gayest hamburger I've ever heard of in my life.
Special
sauce. Sesame seeds. Oh, yeah.
Well, can another sponsor.
Yeah. No McDonald's, damn it.
There we go. Other potential sponsor.
I usually go to Wendy's anyway, so it's okay.
Whataburger, buddy.
I like Wendy's better.
Listen, Whataburger's got that chicken fajita thing. Have you had that?
What do you call chicken fajitas?
Why don't you just go over to KFC and get that double chicken where the chicken is a bun? Have you seen that thing?
Yeah. But I'm telling you, the chicken fajita thing at Whataburger, that's the best kind of fast food you can buy. I'm not kidding. That's the greatest thing on any fast food menu.
I don't know. I think Texas-based fast food restaurants, kind of like Texas barbecue, just kind of lays there. Doesn't really do it for me. Doesn't really do it for me.
I'm telling you, man, that's a sentiment. My younger brother came in to shoot some basketball at the Irwin Center years ago, and he said everybody said you got to try Whataburger. Got to try Whataburger, and he did, and it wasn't working for him, man.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Never been a big
wasn't
fan.
Working.
Strike off them as a
and
sponsor.
I said, well, the problem is, dude, you had it in the afternoon. You're supposed to have it at 3 a.m.
Yeah, man, that's when you have a Whataburger.
Well, that's
I mean,
true.
you don't have it in the afternoon. Are you kidding me?
You're right. I'll give in to that.
Sometimes though, at 2:00, when I drive by the Whataburger and I can see that Jack in the Box in the distance, oh man, calling for me. Sometimes Jack in the Box is that dirty whore that you go and sleep with at 2:00 when you're supposed to be with Whataburger.
Yeah.
When you get a couple of crispy tacos and a couple of
yeah, man.
A couple of chicken
Sampler
fingers.
pack.
Dip them in the gravy. Oh,
Jack Attack, sourdough, hunk of shit.
Come over here. I need you in my box. I want you to be Jack in my box.
See, Jack in the Box is obviously not is not for gay marriage. I mean, you can't call your place Jack in the Box and be for gay marriage. I mean, come on.
No way, man. That's the straightest fast food place on the planet.
It's them straights that own Jack in the Box.
Right. That and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. There you go.
If you guys don't mind, I need to go and rub on my trailer hitch.
Yeah, I'm going to
I think
start
it's
it right
time.
now.
I think it's time. Let's go rub on some trailer hitches.
All right.
Right. I need to do some tailgating.
Mm-hmm.
Backing on up.
I will go to your party and I will tear it up.
Really? Beaver Kool-Aid
Make it like a man. Get it hard.
with Lisle, L.A. Lloyd, and Drew. So go ahead, stick your head up your ass.